Welcome to today's episode, where we dive deep into an epic tale woven with mystery, power struggles, and the relentless pursuit of strength. Our story unfolds on the vast continent of Devo, a land steeped in legends and ancient martial arts secrets. At the heart of this saga lies the fabled Xiao Yifan adventure. In the great continent of Vo Dai, there is a legendary book known as the Nine Nether Secret Tome, written by the ancient Devil King. This tome contains all the supreme techniques and life experiences of the Demon Emperor himself, who was the strongest being on this continent. He inscribed all his knowledge in this book, which was hidden on a heavenly island adorned with beautiful mountains, waters, clouds, and mist. The Demon Emperor's power radiated from the book, and it was said that cultivating from this time could elevate one to the highest realm of reaching the world of heaven and earth that is in the palm of your hand, mastering the essence of heaven and earth within the mind. However, this priceless book fell into the hands of a man seated on a throne, guarded by two fierce beasts made of stone. This man, the protagonist named Magic Emperor, Xiao Yifan, leisurely flipped through the pages, smiling faintly. The news of him possessing this ultimate cultivation technique spread quickly, drawing the attention of righteous cultivators from various sects who attacked his domain in the sky, the martial arts expert. Lightning continuously struck a small floating palace where Xiao Yifan was located. Inside the palace, one of his disciples, Xiao Cheng, ran frantically and knelt before him, shouting that the defensive formation protecting them had been broken and that enemies were about to invade. Despite the panic, Xiao Yifan remained calm, confident that even the strongest enemies, such as the Seven Emperor, could not defeat him. He praised the enemy's ability to break his formation and decided to investigate personally. As he stepped outside, facing the raging storm and the advancing cultivators, they shouted demands for him to surrender the Nine Nether Secret Tome. Xiao Yifan's eyes darkened with hatred as he scorned the audacity of these impostors daring to challenge him. Calmly, he ascended into the air, and with overwhelming power, he began to slaughter his attackers one by one, his eyes burning with deadly intent. Suddenly, a voice called out, urging him to surrender. Looking up, Xiao Yifan saw 5 formidable figures representing the Holy Domain, including their leader, Victor Iron Hand, who claimed authority over the region and demanded the book's return. Despite their threats, Xiao Yifan laughed mockingly, asserting none of them could match his strength alone, and questioned why they were so eager to seek death. The tension escalated when a revered saint from the Holy Domain arrived, confirming the order to retrieve the Demon Emperor's relic. Xiao Cheng whispered anxiously to Xiao Yifan, warning that their master was the strongest saint in the region. Xiao Yifan's disdainful response framed them all as traitors and petty thieves motivated by greed for the treasure. Suddenly, Xiao Cheng, betraying his master, stabbed Xiao Yifan unexpectedly. Shocked but composed, Xiao Yifan confronted the disciple about his betrayal, recalling how he had raised him like a son. Xiao Cheng coldly explained that although grateful, Xiao Yifan should not have cultivated the secret tome alone without proper precautions, implying that the master's carelessness led to their downfall. With a cruel smile, Xiao Yifan acknowledged the irony that a cultivation manual could not outshine the grace of upbringing, then erupted in laughter. Despite being stabbed, he unleashed a powerful burst of energy, vowing that even if he had to destroy the Nine Nether Secret Tome, no one else would possess it. Xiao Cheng fled, shouting that Xiao Yifan intended to self-destruct. In a flash of light, Xiao Yifan's body transformed, turning pale as he fell through the sky into a forest filled with corpses marked by fatal wounds. Among the dead, a lone intact body wearing red appeared, and Xiao Yifan's soul entered this body, awakening with a strange injury on his forehead. Confused, he questioned his current state, realizing he had taken over the body of a child. Suddenly, a pack of wild beasts surrounded him, baring teeth. Xiao Yifan's fierce gaze and commanding shout drove the beasts away, causing even the surrounding wildlife to scatter. Nearby, a wounded man called out for help. Recognizing him as an acquaintance of the child's former self, Xiao Yifan assessed the man's strength and decided to use him to absorb energy, binding him to himself as the man panicked. Xiao Yifan then introduced himself as the demonic emperor, revealing his terrifying cultivation technique, the 9 Nether Secret Tomes Heavenly Demon Transformation, which allowed him to absorb others' cultivation to strengthen himself. The man's vitality was drained to a skeletal remnant as Xiao Yifun's eyes flickered with dark flames. Over time, Xiao Yifun trained in the forest, meditating and refining his power. Lightning struck nearby, and he absorbed its energy, growing stronger. He vowed revenge against Kim Hong, Xiao Cheng, and others who had betrayed and attacked him. As he prepared to return to the Holy Domain, his cultivation level increased from nothing to the 5th tier of the Foundation Establishment stage. Later, while moving stealthily through the forest, Xiao Yifun observed a fierce battle below between 2 uneven groups. He recognized one faction as the Sun family's bandits, with internal betrayal and grudges involved. A young girl fiercely resisted handing over something to the opposing group, while a small boy beside her showed determination to fight. Xiao Yifun recalled past ties with the Sun family but resolved that their clan's conflicts were not his concern. Suddenly, Xiao Yifun felt a sharp pain in his chest, a sign of mental breakdown. Thank you for watching. And if you think this series is attractive, please give us a like, comments, and subscribe to get the fastest announce of the following videos.